Hey there, I'm LoDolce from sexyconfidence.com, where I help the 21st century woman create a love life that she absolutely freaking loves. And in this video right now, I'm going to be talking about the 3 signs that a man wants to marry you someday. Keep watching. Now, it's a common problem for you women. You invest your time, your energy into a guy, only find out that he was never really interested in anything serious in the first place. So would you like to stay for breakfast this morning? Nah, sorry, I don't do breakfast. So, would you mind if I left a toothbrush here? Nope, no room for toothbrushes here. Nope. So I was thinking maybe we could do a weekend together sometime? Now I know that this can be so annoying and it causes you to avoid pushing a guy too quickly to talk about anything that's serious. But if you're a serious dater right now and you ultimately want to get married and find long-lasting love and have a family and all that good stuff, then you want to have all the information about a guy before investing way too much time in a guy who has no serious intentions whatsoever. Because we all know that any relationship is a risk in some way, shape, or form. But the more information you have, the smarter you can be about how big that risk really is. You want to be taking a calculated risk when you invest your heart fully in someone. So here are a few signs that a guy is a little bit more serious focused. Sign number 1 is that he says that he wants to have a family in the near future. So after you've been dating a guy for about 3 months or more and you're in a committed relationship, then you can casually ask him a question that kind of sounds like this.
I want you to imagine that you have your perfect life, everything you'd ever want, in 5 years. What would that life look like?
The reason why I like the wording of this question so much and the reason why it works so well is because it turns kind of a serious question into more of a fun hypothetical question. Instead of point blank asking him, so do you plan on getting married in 5 years or what? Well, not to you. Instead of doing that, by using the question I gave you, you're being a little more subtle about your information gathering. This way you can get a feel about whether he sees himself having a family or if he just sees himself partying every night with his single buddies. And by the way, just know that after you ask him that question, he's going to ask you the same question back. So be prepared with an answer that sounds something like this.
Well, by then, I'd love to have a family of my own, and...
Then just go ahead and continue on describing your future aspirations and your dreams. Sign number 2, he's committed to you and only you. Now I know this seems like an obvious one, but it happens too often where a woman will make too many assumptions about a guy who she's just seeing casually and hasn't even been explicitly made that you're in a committed relationship, and they start assuming things about the future. It's really important to be in that committed relationship before you even start thinking about any type of this serious marriage type stuff. So by this point now you already know that he wants to have a family at some point. You also know that he's committed to you only and only you. The third sign is that there's future progression in the relationship. There's an ongoing progression in the relationship. Now, sometimes this might be a little bit slower than you'd want, but there's always some type of progression. There's always some type of moving forward, whether it's he starts out by sleeping over once a week, then it goes to twice a week, then you go on a vacation together, then you maybe move in together. This is the type of progression you want to be looking for. And if a relationship stalls for way too long, let's say a year or longer, then it's important to start having that type of a conversation as to what's going on. But so long as you have these 3 signs, then you know what? You should be in pretty good shape. Just remember though, in relationships and in life, it's always a gamble. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But no matter what, you just got to remember this. It's not necessarily a reflection on you if the relationship doesn't work out. Just keep that head up and keep pushing forward and it'll all come together. I promise. So there you have it. There are 3 signs that a guy wants to get married someday. I want to hear from you. Have you ever seen any of these signs in a guy? I'd love to hear the story right there below. And also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube for more videos just like this. Also, give it a like on YouTube if you enjoyed this. And finally, if you want the good stuff that I have to offer, make sure you head on over to sexyconfidence.com because I have a couple amazing goodies that are going to help you through every single stage of dating, relationships, and finding love. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you, you sexy lady, next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.